What if I told you something just passed through our solar system, and it didn't come from here, not from the sun, not from any planet, not from anywhere in our solar system at all. It came from another star. And 6 months after we found it, someone asked the CIA a simple question about it. Their answer, they could neither confirm nor deny, for what scientists call a comet. Let me show you what's really going on. On July 1st, 2025, a telescope in Chile caught a faint dot moving across the sky. They named it 3I/Atlas. But how do you know something came from another star and not from our own solar system? You look at how it moves. Everything here, every planet, every asteroid, every comet, is trapped, held by the sun's gravity in long, closed loops, going around and around for billions of years. But this object wasn't looping around anything. It was on a straight shot, falling in toward the sun, swinging around once, and leaving forever. A path that only happens when something arrives from outside, with too much speed to ever be captured. It didn't belong to us. It was just passing through, and it's only the 3rd time in history we've ever caught one. So it's a visitor from another star. Rare, but why should that unsettle you? Because of what it's made of. When astronomers split apart its light to read its chemistry, they found water. But not the water you know. A strange, chemically altered version, unlike anything ever measured anywhere in our solar system. And then there's its age. This object may be older than the sun, older than the Earth, older than every planet beneath your feet. A frozen fragment from a time before our solar system existed, drifting through the dark for billions of years, and only now passing through our corner of space. You are looking at something older than everything you have ever known. But here's the question that made headlines around the world. What if it isn't natural at all? Go back to 2017, the first interstellar object we ever found, Oumuamua. It did something a comet should not do. As it left the sun, it sped up. It accelerated, as if something were pushing it. Nobody could fully explain it. And one man, Loeb, a respected astronomer at Harvard, said out loud what others wouldn't. What if it's not a rock? What if it's a probe? A piece of technology sent by someone from somewhere out there? He was mocked for it. And then 3I/Atlas arrived. Older, faster, stranger. And he asked the very same question again. If something out there was trying to talk, we'd hear it, right? So we listened. A massive array of radio telescopes in California turned to face 3I/Atlas directly. Any signal, any transmission, any whisper of technology, they would catch it. They listened. They combed through the data, and they found nothing. No signal, no transmission, just the empty hum of our own machines. By every measurement science can make, it's a comet. A natural, ancient, extraordinary rock from another star. Case closed. Except it wasn't. Because if it's just a harmless comet, why won't the government talk about it? On January 5th, 2026, a researcher filed a simple legal request. He asked the CIA one question. Do you have any records about 3I/Atlas? For a ball of ice from deep space, the answer should be easy. Yes, here they are. Or, no, we have none. Instead, the CIA gave what's called a GLOMAR response. They could neither confirm nor deny that any records exist. That's not a no comment. It's a specific legal shield, the one used for military secrets and intelligence operations. The answer they give when even admitting a file exists would reveal too much. It is not the answer you give about a comet. So what do we actually know? We know it came from another star. We know it's older than the sun. We know it carries water that shouldn't exist. We know one of the world's leading astronomers says objects like this deserve a serious second look. And we know the CIA won't say what's in its files. The science says it's a comet, and the science is probably right. But right now, 3I/Atlas is leaving, racing back into the dark toward the stars it came from. We will never see it again. 3 visitors have now passed through our home, each one stranger than the last. The question was never whether they're coming. They're already here. The real question is, what happens when the next one doesn't leave? If this made you look up a little differently tonight, share it with someone who needs to see it. The next video is already waiting.